Virgo, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading for you today. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own, and if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you specifically. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now let's get right into that general reading here. Looks like you do have a big situation here ahead of you that's going to really satisfy you, honestly. It looks like you will have a strong sense of family and a strong sense of connection to those people around you. And I do see you building some extent of a legacy starting very soon. So let's keep that in mind as we do go through things here, and let's get right into things. So in terms of your love reading, let's get into that. Okay. So for that love, let's see. Okay, I see here that in your love, you have been having a big situation where you have been looking inward quite a bit. You've been focusing yourself and your eyes inward, and you've been really looking into yourself and really, I would say, having some confusion on how to proceed, how to go about the next step, how to find that person. There's some big question mulling over you in your head, and you're kind of having big troubles with that big question that's pressing against you. I see that this is absolutely a situation where you can absolutely overgrow this and push forward very soon. I see you being able to really learn and know what to do next in a very short amount of time. And this will, of course, be a situation where you do have some confusion and you will absolutely be looking inward into yourself. But I see you leaving that behind and kind of forging onward. I see you pushing forward and allowing that to kind of fall behind and be left as is. I see that you absolutely will have an opportunity to really get things moving and to kind of take action in some ways, that although there won't be any direct action from you, that things will begin moving through your action of kind of moving forward. Just basically saying to yourself that you are pushing things forward, you're moving things forward, Virgo. And I see here that you may end up feeling a bit restless and a bit kind of slowed down by the process, but I do see you really taking hand in this, and this will kind of be the pushing point where basically you're going to start off by feeling that sense of rush, that sense, that feeling that you're really waiting for something to happen. And then you're going to realize at that moment that this is the time to just let things go and to move forward yourself. I see that this is going to lead you to a sense of stability and a sense of relaxation. For the first time in a while, that you are going to be able to sit back and relax for once, and you're going to be able to have that warmth and that comfort in knowledge that you are doing the right thing. I see that this is going to all lead you to a strong sense of balance and a strong sense of self, honestly, that this balance and this way that you've been looking into yourself is really building you forward into a solid person, and basically in a solid way that you will learn and know what is coming next. I see that this is all going to press you into the next phase where you're going to realize what it is that you want exactly, and that's going to allow you to really have what you want. If you're already in a relationship, you're going to basically be speaking out and finally speaking up about those things that have been bothering you. And if you're not in a relationship, this is a situation where you're going to finally kind of be moving things in that direction, that you're going to be waiting for that person and telling them that basically let's get things started. It may not be a specific appeal or like a specific statement of appreciation for that person, but things will be started that kind of spending time outside of school, outside of work, that kind of situation, that is going to start happening, and that's going to build an extremely solid foundation for you and that person. And I do see you and that person having something special. There may be some periods where you feel like things are going a bit slow or not moving really, but I do urge you to think back on those times that have been happening recently, that honestly you have been looking inward into yourself and you already know what to do. It's just that your gut is able to guide you, and I do see you really allowing your gut to guide you and really being in the moment more than anything. And I see that sense of being in the moment really allowing you to overcome any and all odds, including if, say, there's someone else looking to kind of find that person's affection. So let's get right into the financial reading here. Okay, so let's get on that financial side. Okay, so in terms of finances, I see here that you have been having a good sense of how things have been progressing, but it seems like they have been progressing not quite the way that you were wanting them to. That it's felt like the reputation that you have and the reputation that you've been growing is kind of been put on hold, and maybe even that you've been losing some of that reputation. Maybe you've been acting a bit rash. Maybe you've had that same situation that we mentioned in your love reading about how you're feeling a bit restless. I do see that maybe that is what's causing this, is that you've been a bit restless both in your love and in your financial life, that you have been causing some grief for those around you, and you have been kind of losing a little bit of that reputation. This isn't one of those situations where you're losing everything or that things are going poorly. No, this is just a situation where a little bit of that reputation is lost just based on how things have been acted out or how you've been treating people, basically. And this is a simple situation and a simple thing to overcome, honestly. I do see you pushing things forward and taking some action and really letting yourself be clear and not really bottling things up. Now, it seems like that may be where this came from, is that you've been bottling things up and things suddenly all came out at once, and maybe you got a little bit frustrated at somebody, or maybe something else happened where you just were bottling things up and some kind of explosion or some kind of frustration came out. I see that you do have the tools for success here, that basically there is a relationship around you that is really going to allow you to really flourish and be yourself and really be what you can be. Show your prowess. And this is going to lead you into a strong sense of satisfaction, and you're really going to have great things. I see that this isn't going to be an immediate thought or an immediate plan, but this is going to be a plan that is enacted pretty quickly, and that things are going to be happening for you in a very rapid manner. That although things are progressing, that a lot of this progress is an inward progress, that it's a lot of skill building, a lot of personal building, and you're going to be having some personal inward growth. I see that this is a situation where you are going to continue to be planning and looking inward into yourself, just like in our love reading, but this is going to become a more financial focused inward look, where you're going to be thinking about what skills do I need, what plans do I need to make to really get things moving. And this is going to all stem from how you plan and how you kind of hold that nostalgic sense in your mind, that you're going to be basically looking into things in a way that you used to. And I see that you are going to succeed with this, that you're going to kind of have, kind of give yourself more an open mind and an open kind of open your eyes to the truth of how best to proceed. And this is going to get you moving step by step in moderation. And I do see that this is going to leave you with many options, but I do see you knowing exactly which option you really want to take. And I see you making some excellent decisions, and this will benefit your financial life, and you're going to have a satisfying financial future for yourself. So I do see great things in that. You will have some big choices, but you're going to make the right choice. Now, that brings us to the end of this reading. I'll just reiterate that I can be found on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.